everyone, it's Marissa, and I am here to share with you some things that I've been working on this week. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was I made some flowers, some paper flowers, and here's some of them. I made a few of them. You can see that, and I used some of the stamens that I have. I don't recall where I purchased these stamens, but I've had them for a while. So here are the flowers that I made, and I made quite a few, as you can see here, and I'll show you in a second what I use to create these flowers. I thought these were so cute, and they are so easy to make, and I use my my McGill, I think it's by McGill, that tool, that flower thing that you use for your petals. So I used that, and the paper line that I used is this paper pack that I got from Target in their dollar spot section. And here are some of the papers. So I wanted to use this because I haven't used this paper yet. So these are the papers, and then I used the small Fiskars flower punch that I got from Joann's. So that's what I used to make these flowers here, and they came out super cute, and they were so easy to make. So that is that, and then the next thing I did was I made some Vicki flowers. I didn't really embellish them yet, so I thought I would wait to embellish it when I decide to rack them or whatever, use them for a project. So I'm going to share with you some of the ones that I made, and I made different sizes. So, but this one, this is the only one that I embellished. And I used this, I found some old fabric. So I just used some, this is the one this is the cheesecloth that Vicki gave me. But this is not the fabric. So I used the cheesecloth, and I put a bling here, and then as you can see, I have like some eyelash trim, some of the fabric, and some seam binding. So these were so easy to make, and they came out super cute. So this is the only one that I embellished. So I did that one, and then I made a bigger one using the some tulle that I have with the fabric that Vicki racked me. So I made that one. Here's another one with some cheesecloth, and it came out so pretty. So Vicki, thank you for all the inspirations. These came out so cute, and I love the way they turned out. And then here are some smaller ones that I created. So there's that one. Here's this one. I love this fabric. And this one right here, you guys, is so super cute. Look at how tiny I made this one. And you can probably even use this to embellish your cards or small projects. So this came out so cute. Look at how small it is compared to my palm of my hand. So there's that. Thank you so much, Vicki. And like I said, I didn't embellish it except for that one because I wanted to wait until I figure out what I'm going to use them as, or if I'm gonna, you know, whatever. But that's that. And then these were inspired by Anna. Hey, girl. She had this in her video, in her this and that video. So I thought I would show you. And what I used was this stem wire by Ashland. This is what the packaging looks like. And it's 18 gauge. And this, I think this is the only one that they have. But I used this, and it made these flower embellishments. So I made this one. I used some Prima leaves, and then some tulle from Hobby Lobby, and some flowers. So there's that one. And then I made this one. These were so easy to make and so easy and fun to embellish. So there's this one, and I put some stickles on the flower to give it some sparkle and pizzazz. And I tied some ribbon here. So there's that one. These came out so super cute. And then I made bigger ones. I use the ones that I'm going to show you next. I use the whole stem. So here's this one. I actually used some of the eyelet trim, and then I just glued it behind. And then this is a magnolia stamp, that image that I colored, and then I also put some Wing of Stella all over it. I don't know if you can tell. See how little it's like sparkly? It's so cute. And then I just embellished it with, here's one of the flowers that I made, or not flowers, but the hearts. And then I have some appliques in the background. And then I used some different flowers here and put stickles. And here's a beaded spray. So there's that one, and I thought it came out super cute. I love it. So there's that one. And then I made another one. She came out super cute. I think the heart, I think the way that I shaped it looks kind of funny because it's too pointy. I don't know. But I think it turned out super cute, other than the heart being pointy at the end. But I cut out a little magnolia stamp that or image that I colored. And then I just put some sprays and some flowers, stickled. Some sprays and a bow with a flower. And then I just put some seam binding and some trim. So I thought she came out super cute. I love it. So there's that one. And then last but not least, I made some burlap envelopes inspired by Pinterest and by Tammy. Let me see. Let me show you the one that Tammy made me. She made some of these for us girls at the YouTube barbecue. And everything's in here because it fell out. So I made I made actually two of them. So here's one, and this I used, this burlap that I used, I just used the 6x6 burlap paper. And I believe I got this from Joann's. I think this is the one that Jen, did you get this for me? I think Jen picked this up for me. But anyways, I made an envelope out of it, and then I put some Hobby Lobby trim, some downtown trim, and some flowers, and of course stickles, and then a spray. And then here I used a Prima tag, added some seam binding, and this right here is actually an earring. See, and then I just hooked it. It's like a hook. See, and I just put it through the hole. And then I just wrapped some lace trim around the Prima tag. So, and this was super easy to make, you guys. So I made this, and then I made another one. It came out super cute. I love this one. This is actually trim or fabric that I got from Vicki, and then I just tore it into a strip, and I tied it in a knot. And I cut out an image here of a magnolia image, and then some pearl sprays here with tulle. And I did the same thing with putting lace and some seam binding and this pearl with bling earring here on the top. And so I thought that came out super cute. I love it. I love the way these turned out. And these are so easy. All you have to do, guys, is just get your 6x6, and then when you tear it, this will tear out too, so make sure you cut it as a 6x6, and all you do is you fold down the corners, glue it down, and so it makes a square, and that's all. It's super simple, super easy. It's a no-brainer. So I love all these little things that I was able to create this week. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.